Alright, shed update for the evening. It is about 11 o'clock and I'm about ready to call it. But I figure I'll show you guys what's up. So I've gotten the larger inner panel kind of removed, somewhat surgically, sort of. A couple of little ouchies like that one that are going to need to be a little bit of a little weld on there just because it's pretty thin. Ground a little too much off of the spot weld there. But yeah, there's 3 or 4 of those. But aside from that, went pretty good. So yeah, the major expanse is off, and I can kind of see what I'm up against. So it looks like I'm only gonna have to replace on the right side of this line. This is all pretty good in here, so I'm gonna try and leave that if I can. I can't see why I wouldn't be able to, so that's what we're gonna do. But everything to the right of that line is all gotta go. And it looks like I'm gonna have to, bear with me here. Looks like I'm gonna have to go out to about that line. So that's a little bit farther than the end of the inner panel. So that'll be a little bit of a challenge, but it should be all right. So yeah, that was about half of what I did. A bit awkward working kind of upside down like that. Definitely better than working underneath the truck like I did the rockers, but still a little awkward. So this is our repair panel. I've left a little more than I need on here over on this edge. So let's see, let's orient this the way it goes on the truck. Yes, okay. So as you can see, left a little bit of something over here. It's about 2 inches longer than it needs to be. I think I'm gonna go out to about here, but it certainly doesn't hurt to leave a little extra to play with. Nothing worse than getting it all ready to go and then realizing you're a 1/4 inch too short. That sucks. So, trying to prevent that. I got the, those pieces removed from here, and on a couple of these I drilled holes all the way through the original spot welds because I'm figuring that well, if there was a spot weld there before, there can be one there now, but I'm gonna not do that on the rest of them. A little bit of a mistake, just because I don't know where this flange is gonna sit this way, because the trucks are kind of crude and they can vary. So I don't want to go through and drill all the holes and then find out that I drilled them 1/8 of an inch off the edge. So that would suck. So I'm going to leave those where they're at and wait until everything's all fitted up before I drill all the spot weld holes, in the interest of trying not to screw anything up more than it needs to be. So I also noticed somebody put something here. It's 2 screw holes. Those are gotta get welded up. Not a big deal, just something I noticed. And I'm thinking what I want to do is take, obviously cut about here and get rid of all that. But I want to try and leave this together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak this into the school sandblasting cabinet and get all this blasted all clean. It's a little bit thinner than I thought it was going to be. Shouldn't be an issue. Hell of a lot better than what I had. So that'll be okay. But I'm going to sandblast that, get everything all clean, get a good coat of paint on there. And I want to try and leave the 2 pieces together. I should be able to leave this pinch weld alone. And one of my friends, I think, has a little handheld spot welder, an old one. And that would be prime if I could just go along this edge instead of trying to MIG weld that, because that'll just be a mess. Not that it really matters, it's all underneath the windshield gasket. But if I can use the spot welder and have it be a little cleaner and a little more like the factory, then that would be kind of fun. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. If not, then oh well, but that would be entertaining at the very least. So, but yeah, I want to try and leave the 2 pieces together, because the more I can leave together is less variables. So, I think that's the game plan. Moving a little quicker than I thought I was going to be, honestly. Looking at it, the rust situation was not as bad as I was anticipating. I've learned to always expect the worst, and when it's not as bad as you think, then that's a bonus. And we're in the bonus stage right now. So, moving right along. I think I'm going to have plenty of time to get this done, fingers crossed, and get most of the bed, hopefully all of the bed, but who knows, most of the bed finished. I've got plenty to do on that still. And get everything all put back together, get the dash painted. I think in 3 weeks I should be able to do all that. I hope so. So that's the game plan. I guess more on this as more happens.